I'm going on my throne and be a queen with these queen earrings. That's what I'm gonna do. I think the next pair I'm gonna get the queen. It's gonna be big Q. I want everything bigger. I want like the Q there, the yeah. I mean it's pretty. I mean that's just for me, cause I'm gaudy like that. So I need it bigger. I need it bigger. Yeah, I don't understand, but you know what? This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to teach, and I'm gonna take a breath, and I'm gonna do it because it's my sister and I love her. First of all, shout out to Naturally Clever. Naturally Clever. So the place where I go get my vegetables, I said that he's running out because I go and get the vegetables off plants that are supposed to be growing that he would actually be selling to people, or he said he uses them to feed the yeah, he sells it to people or he feeds the animals with them. He's not about making the money. He said, yeah, but I mean, that's what he's in business for. So when I come, he just cuts the leaves off for me, cuts some kale, cuts some salad, greens, red, green lettuce, all of that. So and I've been coming a lot every week, so now it's getting scarce. I figure this week, like now, I'll be having be having mostly basil. But last week, this Saturday that I just went rather, he had dandelion greens, beet greens. Like it wasn't a lot, but it was nice. Lots of kale, and a little more leafy greens than normal. Which I mean, not normal. Then even last week he figured out because he don't have much left. Like I would think that this week I go and he would just be like, he'll just be like, look, you just want some basil because that's what he really got, basil. So first of all, thanks to Naturally Clever. Naturally Clever did the homework for me and found out the places in Ghana that I could buy organic vegetables, and that worked out like a charm because I had to go see Esther, and it was like, "Am I close to you?" She said, "Yep." It was brilliant. And so since I got a lot, the spinach is organic. I could tell by looking at it, and it's beautiful. And I can get here again. It's a place that is further away than the Spintex. Spintex is closer to me than this place, but it would be worth it to go and get it because you get a lot for your money, and it's what she has, but what she has is a lot. So she had spinach, which by four doesn't actually have spinach too much anymore, and she has lots of the green leaf lettuce, and of course she has the basil and the mint. Because basil and mint, I think basil and mint must be very easy to grow here. Because by four I got tons of it too. So I told her I'll just take the spinach. Because in my mind, I was thinking just Saturday I got a whole bunch of lettuce and beet greens and dandelion. It was this different variety of dandelion. I know when I bring it in, I put it in a big bowl in the refrigerator, and it's so big the refrigerator could hardly close. That's how much the vegetables I get. But I came home, it was in this little tiny bowl. This is like the second time because the first time, I remember I had told Kay, and he told because he said like, how anybody think they could throw away the vegetables? Like you can't throw away somebody else's vegetables. So I thought he spoke to them, and weeks after that, I was good. Everything that I brought was there. So today I came in, y'all cannot believe the tiny bowl of vegetables when I feel like crying. Like, see, that's where I cry. Y'all the plant mommies, no. The stuff I got to eat, I can't eat them plants that I'm growing, but I can sure see, ooh, I just want to take a deep breath. It's this tiny, I had to call her. I said, hey, sis. I know I brought in a huge bowl, a bag of, greens, and I got this little bowl. What happened? Oh, they were very soft. You know what I wanted to say, but we talked about this already. I don't care if it got doo-doo on it. Man, I hear right now. I don't care if it got bugs climbing out of the stems. I don't care. Just I'm very hurt. So I'm gonna, but I know it's like education because I don't know if now that I know they into this ethnic group thing, so it keeps them away if they don't recognize it, I guess, or if it's falling. But what's deep? I know the lettuce that we used to get that you clearly is not organic that we used to get from that market. I mean, they looked ho- horrible when you bought them. They ain't nothing about them look good. But yet I saw them chopped up. So I'm just saying. And I know that I just really think it's like, what is this? What is this? What is this? Or like some people don't know probably like maybe they might have recognized the beet greens and some people probably say you can't eat this. Maybe I hope y'all don't know this. I think y'all know this. You can eat the greens off the carrot tops. You can eat the greens off the beets. You can eat the greens. I think that she can't eat the greens, so she probably don't recognize it, so it don't look right. And they probably think I'm silly because I can tell they probably be laughing at me like, what is she doing? I mean, before the husband said to me, what is wrong with Kay? I'm not going to say names right now. He lets you pick this. No, I know this. This is stuff that grows in my country. Yeah, I did say my country. This is stuff that grows where I live, so I know this. Like, this is fine. It's organic. So I try to go to what organic. Organic means that they're not using pesticides to kill the bugs. So you might even see a bug or two. They're not going to look like foods that are sprayed with pesticide that keeps them like, what you call this, petrified in the way that they kind of came. They're going to look like, they look, I personally think the organic stuff here looks better than the non-organic. To me, it's interesting. Usually in the States, the organic looks a little different. It's maybe pretty. Here, the organic looks way better. Them pesticides be beating the hell. I read a long time ago was a book. I'll tell you, it was Eating Healthy with the Seasons by Elson Haas. Like I always tell you about this book. It was like in the 90s when I first came to California. And he said yeah, they will outlaw like BHT and all these other pesticides and chemicals in the state, and they will send it right to these other countries. So I feel like the chemicals here is far worse than the ones in the States because that's where they can get away with. Nobody's going to say it. And I heard this president in his first term signed in. The president before that said, no, we're not doing this GMO-ish. So the stuff looks bad. The organic stuff looks beautiful. It just hurts me to know that, that's my money. It's not like he got an abundance of it. And it's just like, I thought we went through this already. So I'm gonna show her. I'm gonna show her, and I'm gonna really do some talks. That's why I said it's funny, my real life in Ghana, I'm really gonna write the book, and I'm gonna explain that to them that don't know. I don't think a lot of people know. I think some people that do know that know. Greens they don't have to look perfect to throw them in away. If I picked them on Saturday, they good. She said they was wilted or droopy. I forgot how she said it, falling up. Girl, I'm about to put them in the blender. If you knew how much I had, if you knew how much I'm dumbfounded. And I'm trying to be cool. Only thing that saved me is I went all the way out to get this other vegetable, these spinach. Let me show you these spinach. I'm gonna show you. Spinach looks beautiful. And I paid 50 Ghana cedis, which is it's about $9 US, and it's plentiful. But thank God, because if I had gotten these on Saturday, they probably looked a little different by now, but I bet they would have been all gone. So look at I can't even close this refrigerator. Look at all of this big old bowl of spinach. This is the ones that I got thanks to Naturally Clever that hooked me up. I want to show y'all. Okay, I'll give you an example. No, that's not even the one. That would be nice. That's the basil. This is, hold on. So when I left the house, I had a bunch of greens filled up in this container. This is what I came back to. This is what I came back to. That hurts, y'all. It was from that to now that. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. So I'm going to let it go because I don't know what else to do. She said Saturday she come. When she do come, they drop off the other groceries. I'm going to sit with her and I'm going to explain. Listen, I'll make it easy. She's going to say, what do you want me to keep on now? I'm going to say, listen, this is what we're going to do. Keep everything. I don't know. Keep everything. I mean, like I said, I'm sure a lot of people don't actually keep the stems on stuff, right? Even in the States. I'm sure this could have happened in the States too. It's not like it's just happening. It's just so frustrating because you paid your money and it's running out and you know that that's it. But I guess I just got to explain it to her, like, you know what? Don't even worry about what to keep and what not to keep. Keep everything. If it wilt, if it got bug, if it got... The stuff be great, y'all, when I pick it, be beautiful. Some of it, as soon as you cut it a little bit wilting, it's disconnected from the root. It just means eat me now. And you can put all of those wonderful, that's what's so beautiful about the Vitamix. See, another thing too, I got to understand that I'm working with a Vitamix and I don't think she quite knows it though. I told her, I said, oh yeah, but don't worry about if it droops a little bit. I said, because I can put in the high-speed blender. She was so quiet because I don't think she understands that a blender, because a regular blender can't take them stems down. You know it. They're going to jack your blender up after a while. So it just seems like some education, but I just, to myself, I just kept thinking, didn't I? So I got one there, I waited so long, and the food is in the trash, and the food is good food. It's just wasted. It's wasted. It just bothers me. I mean, if I didn't bring in the spinach, that would be going to Monday, Wednesday. End of it, Wednesday's done. Maybe I would have to stretch it out because a lot of it is onions, which I had a lot of that too. I had so much more this week than last week because he just was working it out. And she called it all the lettuce. She said the lettuce. I said no. Some of them was beet greens. Some of them was dandelions. It's not all lettuce. See, and that's another thing. So that's another thing too. Cause I got it because she just said she thinks it's all lettuce. So when it don't look like lettuce, it was celery greens. But most people don't know there's greens. No, not most people. Some people don't know there's greens to the celery. Do you get it? I just thought about that. So the celery greens, she didn't recognize them because they wasn't a celery stick. The beets come with the greens, but most of the time when you go to market, you never see the greens on the beets. Even here, you just see the beets. So I get it now. And the dandelion was so, it wasn't even the dandelion that we get from the House of People. And even those dandelions we got it was Kay that recognized that they were dandelions and got them. These are a local variety. Even when I was talking to the woman that does the organic in Nungwa where I was, she was saying, okay, we got these. She said, let me send you the pictures because we call them by their local names. Or some of them are straight local varieties of spinach, of course. That's what we want, right? We want the local everything. We want the local. Unless we want kale, then we just want kale. But the spinach is grown here. The beets too, of course, because they got beets, but this is organic. So I don't, when she called it all lettuce, that's probably the confusion. It don't look like the lettuce, because that's all I got in there. And when you saw in there, it's just lettuce. And a few tiny pieces of kale. You know how much kale I had? Actually, I didn't even have that much kale because he doesn't have that much kale. But I'm going to stay calm because I'm a queen. I'm a queen, and I'm going to sit on my throne, and this just gives me more power. I would love, because one thing I know is that the Vibrant Vegan Society events, they never talk about organic as opposed to non-organic. I never hear it, and I think it's very, very important. And the foods they sell a lot is the soya meats. Like they'll say, oh, you can buy a whole soya meat, tofu. No. I think we need to take this whole food thing to another level. And I think when we're talking about vegan and people, what actually it is, I don't think it's actually helping them. So I will be calling him up because I'm going to do a demo. And I'm going to bring in organic vegetables, and I'm going to talk about what they are, the different varieties, how they come, how they look. You know, eat them pretty quickly, but you could store them as well. You could actually freeze them too. That you can, if you have a high-speed blender, I'm going to teach the whole, and then I'm going to have like booklets or something. Maybe like printouts of what it is and what it's good for and why organic is so important. I feel like that's what this is because I love her. That's my sister. And she didn't want to throw away my food. I know that already. I already know. Thank you, Naturally, because if it was for you, man, I'd be like, I did all that for nothing. I sat there for hours. But like I said, small stuff. This is a good time to educate. It's a good time to educate, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to educate. Hey, Bev. I know. Naturally says, oh, no, I know. Hey, Bev. Bev. Hey, Nicole. Naturally. Lisa. Hey, yay. Glad it worked out. Yes, it did. I know, y'all. Oh, is it buffering? Sorry. Greetings to all my sisters and brothers in the chat room, especially into Naturally Clever. Zenobia. Hey, Whitney. Those dandelion greens were a score. Today was a score. It was a score. Thank you. Yes, gone. Wow. Yes, hey, listen, Maria, I know it's not something that you want to do or need to do, but maybe you should do the greens yourself, at least until she understands. Would this be an option for you? I could definitely do it, but at the same time, I want her to understand. Man, sorry, to hear Lisa Marie sounds frustrating. Oh my God, it's so frustrating. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Even like he's the same people too, and he was confused. Like, look, if you bought it, you want it. That's what he said. If you bought it, you want it. Yeah, yeah, the dog. Yes, I agree. Just yes, everything. Yes, greetings, Patty. Hey, Lady Simpson. Yes, celery and beet greens are so good. Damn, that's right. People definitely don't know or see value in many foods. That's what it is. Support for the channel is welcome by way of PayPal. Thank you. That's so wonderful. Thank you, Naturally. Lady Simpson says, beautiful hair wrap, Lisa Marie. You look gorgeous. Thank you. Hey, Lady Simpson. Check out the newest earrings Lisa Marie is wearing. Get yours emailing Lisa Marie Afrocentric Home Design. And these earrings keep me like a queen because I and this family and I love them. It's education time. It's education time. Yes, I could do it, but I know because I pay you already. So I want you to do it. I mean, I want you to do it. And I think she can do it. I really think, like, I think what I'm showing y'all is this little group thing or not knowing, that's fine. You don't know. Listen, half the people in the States don't know either. I remember when I first went organic, people used to be like, oh, you fooled by that? I swear to God, people from New York and California say it too, black people. Oh, you fooled by that? Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Oh, I swear to God. Yeah, yeah, organic. All right. You do that. You do that. I used to get that 20-something years ago. Oh, okay. You believe that, huh? Don't matter. Oh, you can eat kale? You can't eat kale without cooking it? Did you not hear that one? No, you can't eat kale. So I think the ignorance is real. I think the ignorance is a lot of places, and I don't think it's just here. And I think it's my job to educate, and I'm going to educate the family. I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna educate them, but I mean, I'm gonna make it simple. Just keep everything. But I said that. But I think in her mind, she was good for 2 weeks. Maybe she zoned out. It could have been. She had a lot on her mind. She must have zoned out. So I think it's easier to say keep everything because there is. See, this is the thing. Y'all think that there's something that I would show her. There's nothing I would show her. There's not one thing that I would throw away. I've never bought greens from organic greens. You gotta understand. Maybe I need to go. I never bought organic greens from the farmers market and threw them away unless I forgot to eat them and they was stinking. You know what I'm saying? They were. You don't buy on Saturday and they bad on Monday. That's impossible. You just don't. You don't buy on Saturday and they bad on Monday. So when I buy them, yes, I wash them. Sometimes I use them as little, but I use mine so dang fast. I use mine so fast because I would juice them. So by Saturday, yeah, I would use them every day until they're gone. Now there was a time I used to buy too much. I think at the farmers market it was like 3 bunches of kale for $5. Like I was like, oh my God, I can get 12. Like it was serious. I did. What am I doing with 12? But then after a while I got it. But so there's nothing to do. There's nothing to separate. Just clean them and leave them right there. That's it. There's nothing else. It's so simple. She can do that. I just think she got to understand to me, like I want to more get her talk to her that it don't matter what it look like to you. Now I could go into explaining it on a deeper level. I don't think it's gonna matter. I'm gonna do it anyway, but I think it's easier just to say clean and put away. Although I know I did. But I think the programming, it's just gonna take a while. But I think she's gonna get it when I show her say, I want everything. I want everything. And I was thinking today about, because the basil, I do be having a lot of basil left over. I can freeze the rest of that. Because most of it, especially the basil, all of it mostly goes in the lettuce is what I eat. And all the leafy greens I put in the blender. So I get a lot of lettuce and the leafy greens. I keep out a few I put in the blender. And But that's okay, because I already know that everything is a lesson. Everything, we running out of battery. Everything is a lesson. Everything is a blessing. No, I don't want to do it. I pay good money, and I would like to. I think she wants to get it right too. So no, 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 no. And I know that's what people would say. Hey, you want to get it right. You want to get it done. You need to do it yourself. I'm not doing it. We're gonna do it right. I promise you that. Cause then let me just do everything, mama. No, I should just clean up and pay people too. I'm not gonna do it. Sorry, that ain't gonna happen. Hold on, y'all. No, it's not gonna happen. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. She can get it. She'll get it. I'm gonna be patient with her. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be patient. She can get it. Y'all, let me explain this to y'all. You will come here too, and you will have somebody clean for you, and you will have somebody cook for you. First of all, like I said to you, they will knock on your door. Somebody will find you somebody. It's just the way it is. It is the most natural and normal thing to have somebody that does it, because they would look at you like, why? First of all, why wouldn't you want to employ another person? Why would you want to do that? And why? You don't even have to. You don't have to do it. I mean, you can't not have somebody help you and don't take the time to teach them. It's like, oh, I'll just do it myself. That's the problem with black women. We don't have to do everything ourselves, but sometimes we do have to be patient. And you losing your money it's gonna make you either mad or it's gonna make you patient. And because I love her and I understand she don't know, I'm gonna teach. I'm gonna teach. No, I'm not gonna do it. That's not what I want to do. It's a lot of greens. I see how they clean it. I love it. They take 2 big buckets and they separate, put the water in one, the other one. It'd be spotless and clean, because you pull it from the dirt. Luckily, this is not so bad because it's all container gardening. So it's not really, to me, that much dirt, but it's enough. It's enough. And it'd be spotless. Like, she's amazing. She used a little bit of the apple cider vinegar to put in the water. She got it. She knew to do that. And the greens, they be clean. I'm not gonna clean it that way. I don't even have the time. Listen. I'm trying to get somebody else for a few more days. Like, I don't even want to do dishes every day. Okay, I don't even want to wash the dishes every day. Are you kidding? Hell no, I don't want to do that. No, I'm not doing it, and I don't have to. It's time to educate. Do you understand how the universe gives you opportunities? If they don't know, you think they don't want to know? I think they want to know. Matter of fact, I'm going to invite her if she has time, but she's always busy, to one of the vegan things. And I'm going to talk to her more and educate. That's what family is for. I'm not going to give up on her. I know her heart, and I know she's good, and I know she's sweet, and I know she just don't know. She thinks she's doing me a favor. They think that they're saving me, that I might get poisoned and die. That's what they believe. And they don't want, if they feel like if anything happens to me, it's on them. So no, I'm not doing that, y'all. Y'all can kiss that goodbye. And you know what? I love it. Somebody mentioned, like, oh, you said when you were moving, we're going to move to, when I moved into my own apartment in North Carolina, that I wasn't wanting plants. And then when I came here, I said, when I go to Ghana, I'm not going to get plants. And then you got them anyway, like, kind of like, almost like, make up your mind. No, listen, y'all. Let me tell you what happened. Tell you what happened with that one. I damn sure didn't want no plants. And y'all know I didn't want no plants. I said it from the beginning, and then I did. I buckled on to the pressure. I felt pressured because people like, oh, you never, it's COVID time. I remember all the comments. You need to have plants. I can't believe it. And then you can have some plants and plants. But you're right. I need to stand my ground. I need to stand my ground. The plants I got is enough. I hope they make it. If they don't make it. It's okay. I love them though, and I won't bring so many in. So leave them to the real plant mommies that can do it. At my point in my life, I'm not cleaning up my. It's interesting. I'm not cleaning my vegetables. No, I'm not gonna do it. Nope, 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 no. I work hard so somebody else can do that. It's that simple. We better start normalizing. Somebody said, who's like this quote? We got to start normalizing, like being catered to. We got to start normalizing therapy. We got to start normalizing housekeepers. We got to start normalizing help. We got to start normalizing that ish. And we got to stop thinking that if we can't do it, nobody else can, because that's why black women suffer so much. Because we really believe that. I know I did. Oh, I'll just do it. I can do it. Just give it to me. No, teach them. and then teach them again. If you don't like them, fire them. But I'm not going to do that because I love her. And because I love her and I know she loves me, we're going to be good. So I'm not, and like I said, but yeah, I'm not gonna be pressing things. No, can you imagine? The best part of coming home on Monday is my house is clean, and I didn't have to do it. I don't feel guilty about none of it. I feel great and happy. I work and I give a lot, and I give a lot. So no, not an option. But thank you for the suggestion. We're not gonna do that. Exactly, that's true. Thank you. We could dry it for a tea. Absolutely. Yes, yes, you sure could. That's what he says. I'm making an awesome smoothie with banana, basil, and lime. Oh my God, I love it. Nicole, it's my summer favorite. And ice. Yes, ma'am. Oh, and coconut milk. Oh, girl, yes. You can also dry the basil with tea. Absolutely. Yes. Oh, yeah. The basil and smoothies is excellent. I love that you are keeping a high vibe with her. She can learn. It's a great perspective. Yes. Yes, it does sound very refreshing. It does. I'm going to check Lisa Marie Gmail. I do love her earrings. Thank you, Lady Simpson. I got one pair that's already made. You won't even have to wait. People weird. Yes, they are. Jules really believes she was sick. Yeah. I'm checking those areas. Yes, aren't they pretty? Also, we are allowed to change our minds. Yes, me too, Nicole. Yes, normalizing having certain luxuries. Yes, normalizing rest. Yes, peace. Now let's name them. Melanation X. Freedom is flexibility. The ability to choose is true freedom. Announcing rigidity is a prison. Yes. I tell anybody, nope, I'm not a strong black woman simply because I need help and deserve to cry and rest. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And you know what? Like I want to tell you, it's like even if you didn't know, they come to you. It's almost like, what are you doing? Like I never forget the first week I moved in, and I remember my Ghanaian family came with me, and she was telling me the different products that they can use specifically on these floors that they use. And he's like, I was like, well, where do you get that? Like, what is it called again? And I'm trying to. She said, Lisa, do you just want me to come and clean your house? I can do it. I mean, I would be happy to do it. I said, okay, yeah. How much does it cost? And she told me. And then I was here 4 days, and some lady knocked on the door. She says, hi, I'm the sister of your neighbor. I wanted to know if you want me to wash your clothes. And I said, okay. And I called Faustina. And she said, oh, yes. Yeah, you want that. Yeah, you should do that. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I love that. If I could get a driver, I'd get a driver. If I could get a house girl, I'd be, watch when that happen. I'm about to sing that to the on top of the roof. I would love to. If my mind be like in my craziness sometimes that I would be thinking about, which I'm not, that I want to go back to the States, I'll be like, wait a second. No more, nobody to wash my clothes. Nobody to, wait a second. Hell nah. Nobody to wash. And I ain't even get my driver yet. Like I got a driver I like when I see him, but I guess I got drivers every day. Even that, taking taxis and Ubers and Bolts every day back and forth, and it's still cheaper than having a car. It's hundreds of dollars cheaper than having a car that I drove 5 miles the most. I don't even think I made 5 miles. I'm good, y'all. Let me enjoy this life. I'll teach her, okay? I'll just teach her. She's good people. Like I love her. I love her. I do. I mean, I really do. I was thinking about this today. Y'all wanted to share that with y'all. I mean, I'm upset now, I would be more upset. But I got my Queen earrings on. I'm trying to stay on my throne. So plus I love her, and I realize when you love people that love you, you got to teach them, and I got to understand that there's so many things about Ghana I have no idea and don't know, and they're there for me. So why can't I do that for her? And she even said, hey, just sit with me on Saturday when I bring the other food in, and then you can show me. That sounds good. I was upset, and I shared with y'all, and I'm going to continue to do that. But I wanted to tell you about the day. Remember I was telling you how I had this dope conversation with the taxi guy. Well, it was funny because, I went to see, so Kojo, Kay's brother, he couldn't hang out with me today because he had to go to Kokro BT. Hold on, I'm going to plug this in. And so he said, but don't worry, I'm going to let Kwaku, God, this is my thing got a short. He said, don't worry, I'm going to let Kwaku, sorry y'all, it's not working. I'm going to let Brother Kwaku take you, which is the young guy that actually did the herbal class on Zoom I had a while ago, one of the master classes. I love it. He's young, honey. He walked fast, baby. Keep up. It's a young boy. It's a young boy. I had to keep up, but I knew I could. It was so great because his energy is just mellow. So I knew how to take the troll, but it actually wasn't where it normally is because they now got mad and I got to go to the station. So we walked to the station. We took it. We got off at a place. Now I know exactly. And, more or less we found it. And, so I was with Esther. And me and Esther, usually it's me, Esther, and Kay, but, Kay don't occupy space in my life. We won't say no more. So it was me and a young boy, and a Kwaku. And it was me and Esther. Kwaku went to take care of some business. And me and Esther was talking. And we both, I said something, and she said no. It was about some flowers. And we laughed. Y'all, I just want to talk about like just the intimacy. We laughed. It was the laugh of togetherness. It was a laugh of a deep connection. Remember I told you like me and the taxi driver, like our conversation was very connected. And then it was saying to me and Esther connected on this laugh. Our laugh was the same laugh. It was a deep laugh. It was a healing laugh. And I know it's just like, what are you sharing? Like, I don't know. I don't know on this 40th day, all this great stuff. And y'all understand, like, I don't go to, usually Esther been lately coming to me, but this time, I told her I would come to her because I missed her on the day she's supposed to come Friday. She didn't come, and she said Saturday I couldn't make it. So I told her I'd come see her because I left her with some material, but she didn't know what to do. And so I don't go to her town a lot. Naturally Clever hears that I say, oh my God, I don't think I'm going to be able to go get them vegetables anymore because he's running out. Naturally Clever does the research for Ghana and gives me a list of these places that I possibly could go to. And I checked a few of them. The site was not good or this and that. But that one was there. When I saw the Nungwa, I was like, oh my God, that's where I'm going. I wonder if they close by. How am I having to be going on this day? And this is the only one that the number or something actually work and it's legitimate. The woman talks and speaks great English. And, oh my gosh, like synchronicity. And then to have that moment with her. And then to get on, I was like, okay, so you said take this troll and the one stop after the junction. Okay, like I was on it, me and Kwaku, you ready? Kwaku like, yeah, We was gone. We got there. It was, oh my God, another beautiful neighborhood. It was gated community. There was like a school there. Oh, it was lovely. It's nice to see. It's nice. It's like, oh, this is how they live. This is how the other half live in Newport. It was very, very nice. And the man was waiting out with all the bunches of kale and gave him the money. And I talked to the sister and I'll be back again. It was so meaningful. And then just being with Kwaku, like it was just a good space. The energy was very good. I just felt blessed. I just felt like blessed. Like, I was like, what is that? And I was thinking like communication, yellow. I was wearing yellow, Tahuti's about that divine intelligence, but also communication. I mean, he's the great scribe. And I was just thinking about the 40th day and the being raw and how everything was a deeper meaning. And so I guess that's why maybe when I got home, although I was upset, and I feel like that's maybe where I am right now. It's about communicating and having a deeper meaning. Because sometimes, good communication bonds people. That's how we fall in love when we go out on a date. A woman have good conversation with a man and continue to have good conversation, that opens up our heart. And that good conversation it's just a connection. And I just feeling very connected to people and deepness and vegetables for sure. And I love her, so we're gonna be okay. And like I said, there's always not just more than a reason. Sometimes you need to do something, but you won't do it. You won't do it because you don't think it's necessary. You be like, oh, it's not a big deal. But I was telling y'all before, I was like, I know because somebody, I'm trying to get this light on. Somebody else had asked me when I was at the Thriving Vegan Society. It was a sister that had saw me on YouTube. Had been following me for years, and she had moved to Ghana. And she was actually, I didn't know, she was like, you need to be speaking on this. And I didn't know as I'm talking to her, he says, Lel, welcome. And it was her. And she was wanting to speak. I'm like, girl, you up there speaking? You ain't telling me. She's like, that's why I was telling you, I'm learning this stuff from you. And I'm teaching other girls, you need to be the one. They don't know who's sitting over here. And I was like, yeah, okay. Like, But no, I need to do a demo. Like I want to bring out the Vitamix. I told y'all. I want to bring out the Vitamix. I wanna bring the greens. I want to do it, y'all. I think it'll be very, very important. I think it'll be very, very important. So let's educate the people. I say to myself, like, what I realize about Ghana, like, people can come and we can complain about it, but we know that there's a lot of issues. Because people talk to me especially the cab drivers, whoa, every day. And I always think to myself, damn, you can't give just people money. That's not going to help. What can we do? Like, how can give something that I already have? And education is the key, since they already showing up at the Vibrant Vegan Society. And the Vibrant Vegan Society is all Ghanaians. It's not like it's mostly, though, the audience being mostly, all the Black Americans that must be in Ghana, they definitely come there. Because, most of us, we are the vegans. And I'm not even saying to the people that will never be vegan to be a vegan. Although they do be having, they had a Ghanaian nutritionist, but he was so sexist. Y'all remember him? And then they had a young Ghanaian boy, I call him boy, and I liked his way. So I'm not trying to convince people that's not vegan to be vegan. I would not do that in Ghana. I'm talking about going to the Vibrant Vegan Society where everybody going there to hear about being vegan, but let's talk about organic. And let's talk about what that really is and why it really is a difference. Don't get them other vegetables. Don't even buy them. I was a mother on welfare. I had an EBT card and I never not had organic. I didn't even know what that other stuff was. Organic, it matters and it's important. And so many people don't have education on it. They don't look the same. Or we were. When I was growing up, first of all, carrots came in a can. And when I did realize that they didn't come in a can and I started buying them, I didn't know they had green tops to them. Duh, where else did they come from? But if you're not on farms and you don't see it, listen, don't think because they're African or they're Ghanaian or that they know anything about the farm either. Most of them run from the farm because my bag man explained to me today, there's certain work to them that's poor work. He's talking about something that I wanted to share with y'all too. I thought it was very interesting. It would make sense. He said, so he really tried to explain, he really broke down this idea of the dyeing of the leather. So let's say that you go up north. They're not rushing to dye the leather. They don't have a whole dyeing leather production camp because they don't look at it as a job. And even if so, it's an old man again who feel like let's try something new and let's put these natural. They're using the natural dyes he's talking about. Let's use this and do these things. He says a lot of times they don't even know it's something that they got, and they damn sure don't want to make it a job. That's not what they're doing it for. They're doing it in their, as he says, they say out here, leisure, which now I realize leisure. They're doing it at their leisure. And he said that they don't think even to pass it down to their sons, because to their sons, this is how you stay poor. This is a poor person's job. Rich people, they want to be, of course, doctor, lawyers, or, ball players. And I thought that was very powerful, that the things that he says, now to white people come and they'll set up an office, he said, right in the middle of the village, and then they'll hire the people and they'll tell them, like, teach the rest of them how to do it and we'll pay you. So the only time they're doing it is when they're being exploited. So you got to understand, like, those kind of things are not really passed on. So farming, unless you got some big farming company that maybe, you left some land, but a lot of times the kids don't want to do that. I remember that even in the South of North Carolina, in the South period. I used to talk to a lot of Southerners, and they said, "Oh my God, no! The new generation, they don't want to farm. They feel like that's slavery work. That slavery is over." So, we're so told that a good job is this, but the other people coming behind, they know agriculture that's where it's at. I mean, look at a whole Monsanto. And look at all the ones that's coming in here with the fertilizer that never was here before. It's like, I think that if we could educate on what is valuable, not just valuable as principle, but valuable as principle, value as capital, that there is money in this. And this is important, and there is money in the original dyeing, and there is, because you can understand how that's okay. I wasn't here to do that, but so for me, it's like, where can I fit in? How can I contribute? What do I have that's genuinely me? Not nothing I got to make up, something I got to learn that people already are interested in. And where do I start? I can start with my own family. This is my family. And that's what I feel like the lesson is in this. That, stop, and also like stop being that black woman that be like, I'll just do it myself. No, I'm over. I already, y'all, I got my mind movie going, but today when we were in meditation, I already put in, like, I'm telling you, if I'm gonna declare this, I'm never gonna date a man again that don't pull out his wallet. Like, no, dude, we not even friends. Like, I don't even waste my time there. There are like certain things you gotta learn, and one of them is that you are valuable. And it's funny, here, you loving on yourself could be actually loving on somebody else too. Because that work that you don't need to do anymore, don't want to do, deserve not to do, somebody else do, because it's a job in a sense, it's a poor people's job. And what they mean by that is that you're not educated, because when you was educated. But this is what all the taxi drivers tell me, and most of them are educated and have degrees, and they all say the same thing. Even Stephen, who got money, says it. So you go to university and you still can't get a job. And you definitely can't get a job in your field, and you make more money on the streets than you do sometimes sitting in the office. It's got to be something better. So they've been hoodwinked anyway. So, well, let's bring back the natural. Even like too, they was like, I was like, oh, the guy was like, well, how old are you? Do you have children? I said, oh no, my daughter is not. She's a big girl. She's a grown woman. He's like, they say, how old? I say, 24. Oh my God, like, what do you do? And like, you don't, da-da-da-da. That's the fool. But he turned around right away. I was shocked that the taxi driver, he said, you are a vegetarian, huh? When I said that my daughter was that old. Because that was the only way he could figure you could look young, or you could look like you ain't looking like you falling apart. The African women here, they work hard, and they don't get to sit down. I told you what Kojo's aunt said. She said when she come back in her next life, she don't want to be a woman. And that should not be the definition of a black woman. That should not. I was even thinking about it. I was like, dang, the black women, even Kojo say too, he'd be like, oh my God, you should see the women in the village, oh my God, it pains me when I think about how my mother and grandmother worked. They say they carry more things than the men. So this got to stop. It's got to stop. And maybe, black American women, maybe that's what we come here to do. Like, be like, oh girl, no, we don't. We wasn't working. No, we need to sit down, all of us. But what I was thinking about like how black women work so hard, and especially on the continent. But I was thinking to myself, there's some white woman in some poor country in Europe that working like a dog too. Like on the real, I bet women in general, if you get out of these so-called Western societies, which means the whole rest of the world, which means the majority of the world, I bet the woman is the mule. And the black woman is truly the one, because she does have a certain kind of strength that's being, I don't know, like over abused. So at 50, she's tired. And I remember I was talking to about 4 yesterday, and he was saying about why he date young women, whatever. He was so silly. He was like, yeah, my knees be aching, and your wife your age, her knees be aching too, and everybody talk about how much knees be aching and da-da-da-da. And then he said, like at a certain age, he finds African women at a certain age, they start feeling like I'm 50, I'm 55 old. He said, but nah, because he lived in America. He said, but black American women, they be 55 and looking, they still got energy. They be looking like young. They be like not going for it. They still be looking good. He said, not that African women don't, they do. But after a time, they really put in a lot of physical labor, and they're tired. And I thought about this, because I said that already. I said, here I find that you are auntie, or you are mame, or you are mama. As soon as you got a grade and you hit it. And it's almost like there's a place for you. And it's not in the way that I normally would think, the way we think in the States. In the States, we be like, ooh, girl, Fab is over 50. Ooh, girl, 40 plus club. Ooh, girl, like, we feel like, wait, we ain't there yet. As a matter of fact, I think we feel like this is our time to finally live. So how do you put all that together? How do you bring that? How do you bring what you have? Stephen, I said he wants to do a program where the seniors who are dying early because they don't have anything else to do, and he wants to create a program where the seniors and the young people come together, and there's places where they can share their wisdom to the young people and still use their brains and not get Alzheimer's and be active, because that's happening here too. So we can't think the old people are dead. This is a whole nother time and a whole nother world, and we have to make sure that we aging with, and we're looking forward to aging. It should never be a woman in the world that says, I never want to come back as a woman again, because it ain't easy. That's exact words. I want to see something different. So to everybody, may you have somebody to help you. And that here, I notice people, I know especially the Black Americans that have house girls, they don't necessarily say, they say I have help, or I have help, or I'm getting some help, and as long as you treat them with love and respect, like I said, you have the opportunity to send the kids to school if you want to. So you can do whatever you want. Eventually, house girl, have a house woman, don't matter. I just want somebody to clean my house and make up my bed when I get up. I don't want to do all that. I got other things to do. And ain't nothing wrong with that, because I did it all my life. I'm tired. And another thing, too, on the last part, as a Black American woman, don't compare yourself to an African woman born, and no African woman should compare herself to you. Sometimes our hard work is working up here. We got sisters that got 3 and 4 degrees. That ain't easy. That take a heck of a woman. But it ain't easy either, pulling weight and all in your head and all that. It's just two different kinds of strength of a Black woman. And all have to be respected, but respected has to be at some point, both of them on each side have to have a seat and start to really say, I am not, because a lot of times the ones that's the most educated, especially in the States, and I bet it's here too, you have to then of course it's assumed you got the good job, and then you get the good job, and then the other assumption is what? That you got to take care of the whole damn family. So you went through all that, and you still got all these mouths to feed. We got to find another way, and we got to find another alternative. So I will not be washing my own vegetables, and I do not want to take care of some house plants, not 55 of them, and anything else I say. And I don't like to do my own hair. Okay, nope, don't want to do it. I did that. I'd rather somebody do my own hair. And you know what I love about me? I'm brave enough to say it. No, somebody do my hair, please, thank you. Somebody can clean my house, thank you. I didn't even have to ask. Somebody could wash the clothes, thank you. Like, I didn't even ask. It just came. It was there. It was available. As a Black woman, it will be in your face. Sometimes you be like, nah, I got it. What you want for it? Like, see, we got to stop thinking everybody wants something. I got money, you got time, you need a job, I need not to do this. We got this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. I know I went a lot of places, but I had a lot on my mind. I was meditating today. Yes. That's right. Yes. That's right. Hey, says Autumn Wilson. I'm taking that smoothie recipe. Yes, Zenobia. Thank you, Natural Cover, for the link to her Gmail. Thank you, ladies. You're welcome, and Lady Smith. I like to hire a maid in the part-time. Go ahead, girl. Let's really talk about it. I know that's right. There are times when I know I could use an extra hand. That's right. Yes, Tiana DJ. That's right. Flowers. Thank you. I was about to say synchronicity because you didn't even ask for it to be done. No, how awesome. No, I was like, oh, this how it work out here. Hey. And remembering that, yes, good communication is everything. Yes, it is. Tiana DJ says, yes, is Lady Simpson. What I love about you is you talk us through. Best wishes. Oh, I love you for that. You gave me a goal of house help. Oh, yay, Tiana. Thank you, DJ. Yes, I do, right? Joy. Hey, Lisa. Got in. Hopefully I can watch beginning later. Yes, please. Lady Simpson says, Lady Marie, what made you choose Ghana? Okay, and have you thought about other African countries you may want to visit? After my ancestry DNA test, I began to think a lot about Africa and visiting one day. Yeah, so you know what, sis? You know, this is really funny, but Ghana chose me. Ghana chose me, y'all. Let me get some light. I know it's all intimate, but we need a little light. Hold on one sec, ladies. Ghana chose me. And you know what? And I did say that I was going to, I said that I was going to entitle, which one gotta go? This one. I said that I was gonna entitle one of the videos how I got to Ghana, because people need to know, and it's hard to find it. Oh, sorry, I got it on this way, but this is, at least we got light. Hey, people, and my hands are free. So Ghana. I did not choose Ghana. I never been to the continent and or any African country in my life before coming to Ghana. I was high vibing before I left the States, and I was only coming here for vacation. Prior to coming to Ghana, I had first went to the DR for 2 weeks to learn Spanish because I just got divorced and I was trying to find myself. And then I went back and rented an apartment near the beach for 3 months. I almost made 3, but it was a little drama up in there, you know. You might have to go to the DR vlogs on that one. I think I got it enlisted. And then I came back after the DR and I went to a place called Sapelo Island in Georgia. And then from Sapelo Island, I went to Trinidad and Tobago for 3 weeks, Trinidad and then Tobago as well. Then I came back home in between all that. And then I went to Colombia after Trinidad and Tobago. And after Colombia, I was going to Ghana. And after Ghana, I had a ticket to Morocco. This is how I was. This is Dave now. And so I'm on my way to Ghana, and I remember leaving, like people talk about this thing, this virus, but it was nothing like it was stopping planes, and so it was very new. So anyway, it was a thing how I even got to Ghana, but I got here because I was on a ticket. I came with a friend, and we came with her, the travel agent who's a Ghanaian but lives in the States, and his whole family's here, and we came through his travel agency, but he came too, and the pandemic came, and he was like, I'm out, I'm going home, because his home is in the States. And I was like, I'm staying. And it was like, did we even make the whole 2 weeks yet? I don't even know if we made the whole 2 weeks. I knew on day 3 I wanted to stay and never come back. So yeah, I left everything. I mean, literally the car in the driveway, all the pictures on the wall, all my personal papers, my birth certificate, my social security card. I mean, I left everything. This was not planned. They could tell you there was no plan. When they said they was closing the borders, I could have left. And even after they closed the borders, the State Department was sending planes for Americans to come home. But I didn't get on. I stayed. And then the sister I traveled with, she wound up staying too. So I haven't been home in a year. I stayed. I just, something says, what's to go back to? North Carolina, I didn't really have family there. Like, I was not living my best life. It looked like I was, and then I still have my business, and I was renting a nice 2-bedroom, but I was just buying stuff just to fulfill a part of me that was not fulfilled, and I didn't even know which part wasn't. I couldn't figure out what it was, but I think there's a point when you do all that meditation and you vibe up the house, and I was really doing the law of attraction with the Esther and Jerry Hicks thing and Abraham, and I was holding the vibe even though it was hard and and once I started traveling, I couldn't stop. Like I told you, I was going with one good friend to Ghana, coming back, and 10 days later I was supposed to go to Morocco, which, like I always say, I still got a ticket to Morocco. Let's try to go. So that's how I got to Ghana. Ghana chose me. And then I remember when Kwesi was leaving, the traveler, he was like, listen, I said, you